Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, man, this doesn't work. Okay, tonight, our live stream, 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll be ready to rock and roll. It'll be about the time that the Dallas Cowboys get off the field so we can talk about the first padded practice tonight. Now, we all know Zeke Elliott is not there. He is not with the team. He is actually, in fact, in Cabo. Now, a lot of people are like, whoa, wait. You mean he's in Cabo San Lucas? Yeah, but actually that's where he went when he was on suspension and trained and came back still in good shape. Unfortunately, we just didn't use him enough in that Seattle game. But be that as it may, it's beginning to get a little bit ugly. It seems like the Dallas Cowboys are kind of digging in. Now, they made an offer to Zeke, but you know, with running backs, for some reason, they figure that they don't need running backs. And they have yet to hear back from Zeke's people about a counteroffer. But Jerry Jones went on and said that today you don't need a leading back to win the Super Bowl. Because technically he's correct in that, because only 4 times has the rushing champion won the Super Bowl. Terrell Davis and 3 times Emmitt Smith. So yes, everybody else in the NFL does not need necessarily a leading running back to win, because those teams are more modern offenses. But 3 of our 5 have been won with a leading running back. So yes, you don't necessarily have to have that, but you have to understand how this team is comprised. This team runs off of the running game. It's a throwback. It's different than what the rest of the NFL does. Whether you like that or not, this team has a great running offensive line. This team is built on being able to run the ball and control the clock. So true, it doesn't necessarily have to be the rushing champion, because here's the difference. You want to be balanced on offense. We've seen like AP lead the league in rushing quite a few times. We've seen other guys, Steven Alexander's and things, lead the league in rushing. But the problem for those teams is they can't be balanced. They are one-dimensional. And hence why a leading running back very rarely wins Super Bowls. However, you want a back who is dynamic, who can get you that, yard on 4th down. A back who can catch out of the backfield. A back who can win the game or control the clock when you've got a lead. And when you look at the teams that are winning, they are balanced. They have great running backs and great balance on the offense. Todd Gurley with the Rams. They weren't the same when he wasn't playing at full potential. You look at Alvin Kamara, what he's done for the Saints. Drew Brees is always a great quarterback, but you add Alvin Kamara, then all of a sudden that offense, it can run the ball, or Drew Brees can pass the hell out of it. It's hard to stop. You look at Phillip Rivers with Melvin Gordon and things, and they're only about $2 to $3 million apart on working out that deal. You look at the dominant teams that are out there, and they have a dynamic runner. And to me, in the grand scheme of things, what you're talking about paying a running back, when you look at a Bobby Wagner that just got a $60 million extension, when you look at $105 million for your DeMarcus Lawrence. I think this team, if it had to pick between whether you had Zeke Elliott or DeMarcus Lawrence, you look and say, you got to have Zeke Elliott. And you're talking about half the money of DeMarcus Lawrence. Hopefully this doesn't go into the season, but in the short term, this is not necessarily a bad thing, because I don't need more wear and tear on Zeke. Zeke knows what we're running. Zeke, I would rather be fresh throughout the season. I don't want to risk an injury. If he holds out for a week or two, I'm good with that. Let these young guys get as much experience as possible and get them ready to be able to carry the load in case stuff happens. So that's where we are. And hopefully we get past all this. It's always drama in Dallas. That's the one thing you can always count on. But football's back. I'll see you guys later on with any news on our Dallas Cowboys. I'm Mark Holmes, and it's great to be alive. See you.